Okay, so friendly reminder, I do VOD reviews. And I was asked by Aligari to overview a set that he played with Zay the other day, and I was like, sure, why not? So that's what I'm here to do today. I'm just going to look over this set with the handy dandy replay viewer. This is the first time doing it with a replay viewer like this. Also, this will also help me in learning more about these two characters because I very rarely see this matchup, and I want to get a little better at analyzing it. So thanks to the replay viewer, we can do stuff like this. We can go back frame by frame, I believe. There's a what's the rewind button? That's to take control of player 2. That's player 1. There is a button to go back, I believe. Yes, there is. Okay, so let's start. We don't pin the landing. First things first. Let's reset the round fully. Kind of be weird controlling this with my box as opposed to keyboard. Okay, so we jump around start, which is fine. We maneuver around the J, fine. Jump back JB. I don't think this one is as fine, but I guess it sort of makes sense. But I don't think Hime would air dash at you at that angle. But it's like, I get the idea. But when this is like a free 2C, we give up a whole bunch of frames to IAD at our opponent who is like, we land first. Our opponent has no air options. And instead of pinning with 2C, we just walk back. I'm actually going to. And we're player 1. Yeah, you can just 2C here. Like, you even. Okay, sorry about that. I have to buy a new cord because I'm using like a USB extension cord to plug it in my mic and it keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. So I think I cut out for a second, but like I was saying, we can just 2C here and get a full combo, especially if it's counter hit. But back to the game. So that's our first mistake. Instead we ID, and because Hime is now on the ground and we are in the air, we immediately recognize that we can't exactly ID at her stupidly because she's just going to kill that immediately. So that's fine. But we do in fact bait out a JB by feinting an air dash and then just air dashing over her, which is good, I think. Okay, now it's party time. Hime is extremely weak once you actually hit her in the corner, but unlike most other characters in this tier position, Siwara is probably the highest tier character that does not have broken Oki to his name. So unlike a character like H-Kkohaku who struggles to get the first hit versus Hime, but like immediately kills her afterwards by forcing her to guess a whole bunch of times in a row, Wara is going to have to play a little bit more smarter because his offense is not as strong. Like the primary purpose of Wara offense is mostly to run out the clock and to chip away red health as opposed to like actually doing, mix-ups. So our opponent offers themselves up to us on a silver platter, but we only do Katsu in response. I don't really like that. I mean, I'm assuming you had it like I don't remember how to turn on your inputs. Did I put that's hitboxes frame data. I can't see your inputs with this, right? I forgot the thing I set to inputs. But could you have converted? Hello? Okay. Bro, I'm going to get so mad at this. My microphone keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, and when it does, it makes me have to go into a separate tab in order to make me able to hear myself again. What we were saying. So you could have converted this. This was just not being fully aware of what was happening. It's a weird convert, probably. Or you can. You could probably 5B2C? No, you're out of range. Actually, that's unfortunate. What frame is this? 10 frames? I think it's just a 1 frame link then. Yeah, it is a 1 frame link. Although, I guess we could dash 2A. And like, keep our... Yeah, we hit the neutral frame here. If you look at the bottom, if you're frame perfect, you hit the neutral frame. So it's not like Onzake and Gamble versus with like shield or anything. So like dash in 2A here is probably like best. Or like you could try to, yeah, just dash 2A is probably the best. Unless you want to try to get this frame perfect 2C. I mean, they can't really interact with this either because this also hits neutral frame even if you fuck it up. But then you have to deal with Geyser probably, which is not fun. So, back to the gameplay. We kind of mess up here, but it's fine. I don't really get why, like, to me it's like obvious dash in, take turn, or like convert, but like maybe you're just not expecting the Kado hit. But you did do it in reaction to the shield, which is why I'm surprised you decided to make the convert. It's fine. It's big. Mess up the combo, but as long as we get them knocked down, it doesn't matter too much. We are in Sea Moon and we have max, so we're gonna go back to 200. What are we? We bait the DP. Like what? Like this is a character with one of the strongest DPs in the game. Were you not expecting this? You get hit on the ground pressing something, because your player won. Yeah, you landed and could have blocked. I'm just gonna quickly double check. Yeah, you could have blocked. Also, that was ADP, I think? No, it had to be BDP. That's frame 6, so it was BDP. Anyway, I don't know why you didn't block there. Do you lose the game from this? Good. 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 Bro, where's the 2C? I think you should have 2C'd here. Like here, you baited out. There are options. Like this was good. You were preventing her from like doing anything super stupid. And then you just decide to not punish her with the 2C. She pressed a button, so you probably could have punished her. Like as soon as she does this air dash. Bro, I'm not used to moving as Wara. I'm trying to get 2C. Oh, I accidentally took control of the wrong thing. Yeah. So you probably have to just walk here in 2C because you don't want to risk smashing into. Oh wow, 5C actually reaches from there and gets a counter hit. And how much recovery does it have? I think 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 recovery is not that bad. Like 5B, I'm double checking options here because you're probably like worried of them like going back to mid-screen. Why am I whatever. Dash 2C does get better. So you're right in not doing that. Like, I think walk forward 2C might have been better. Dash 5B seems to be landing really well though. That one counter in there. This USB is going to be the death of the girl. He's disconnecting and reconnecting quadrillion times. Anyway, like, dash 2B CC is not the answer. Just walk forward 2C. I want to every 3 seconds. Sorry for the audio issues, but I'm just gonna fix this first before I continue. So I think it's working. If it's not working, like whatever, man. I tried. Okay. So in this spacing, like I was trying to say before the audio issues came in, dash 2C is not going to work because you're going to be forced to block the JC, which is probably why you weren't dashing. But 5C at this range is walk forward 5C. Forces her to block if you do it early. Like, you barely need to walk that much forward. Getting a good timing on that sort of spacing is probably, like, use screen. If you get used to where you can press 5C to pin or landing, that's probably really strong, because you just need to establish the threat of, oh, you cannot land into nonsense. That's like a really big thing versus Hime players, is that you need to make them worried about pressing buttons on their block. Because if you can force out dumb bullshit like DP on their landing, even if you're pressing 5C like that, you get to actually like play the game and establish your threat. Dash 5B gets clipped, so you gotta walk 5B. This will probably hit her if she presses a button. That's, yeah. Go back frame by frame. Is it not working on here? Probably not. Probably guess. Actually, I'm gonna strip the hitboxes on. Yeah, so it would hit if she decided to press anything. Like, I think if she presses 2A here, this would hit. This is just ever so slightly out of range, and it doesn't look like you are able to, like, move in time. Wow. So, at this spacing, you can just walk forward 5C. Do you even have to walk forward? No, you don't. If you're, like, this is, like, of course, hitbox Jenga, but I'm just trying to show that you need to you need to make Zay scared of landing like that. Like, the fact that you're, like, not even fully in the corner, but you, like, completely shut down landing with JC here just by, like, standing here. Like, you're doing the right thing versus, like, the normal fly bullshit, where you just make sure you hold mid-screen so you can lock her down in either corner. You just need to press buttons on when she's on her way down, I think. So let's continue. I know I'm, like, super overanalyzing, like, very little, but I tend to. This is just how I focus on my vlogs. Unfortunate. That's just, Zay was ready for it. And Zay was ready for that, too. That one was less unfortunate and more so bad decision making. Zay drops. Zay kind of resets with, you're just not blocking there. It's less like, impressive mix-up from Zay. More so you're not blocking. That was vicious. Wow, that was just really unlucky. That was a desync, of course. Like, this is obviously desynced probably from the fact that I've been fucking messing around in team mode for like an hour, but like... Let's look at this situation again. She's in the air above you. She's used her double jump, so you really only have to look for her air dash. She air dashes and you don't... Yeah, this is the third time in one round where you don't fully commit to pinning her landing. So let's take over again. Like, just standing in mid-screen is smart because you don't want to give her too much space. Let's see how... As soon as she air dashes over you... Okay, so JB in response to the air dash does not seem all too consistent because you will just go the wrong way. And if you walk up too close to her, you're kind of giving her too frame to, like, wiggle in the air around you. Is this, like, a 2B angle once she, like, air dashes over you? No. Let's see. No. No. Nope. Can't even walk back on the opposite. Well, Kosh is from there. Nope. Is this another 5C moment? Nope. Maybe if you see the air dash and you walk forward 5C? Okay, that one's decent, but you want to counter hit. You really don't want to be gambling with air. Okay, so 2C is probably like super consistent here, right? Like if you just hold forward, yeah, you 2C and you just don't even press anything. You just raw 2C, you just And if you wiggle and 2C, you get the full yeah. So 2C seems to be the answer to this situation. Yeah, even if you were like doing wiggling back and forth. And then you get to OTG into whatever wild shit you guys do. I don't play this character enough to know. Seems like you're just letting Zay get away with murder on his landings. Like, you're doing the first step correctly, but you're not following up on it and letting him get away with nonsense like this. You really need to be pinning stuff away. Next round. This is only like 6 games, so it's not going to take too long. I'm only going to be here for now. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, actually, I don't know. If we rewind a bit. Actually, I really don't. I actually kind of like doing this in replay viewer. Okay, so this is fine, but I feel like you should be holding a little closer. Like, you need to, like, of course, respect the bullshit that is Geyser. So this backdash is understandable because you would have gotten clipped by Geyser walking back there. But and this is fine because you're trying to like preempt forward movement. If she tries to move forward at you here, the summon discourages that. So I understand that. So this is fine. And the dash forward, fine as well. But I don't really get this jump back because I think I get the idea, like, oh, I can take to the air now because thanks to my summon on the ground, I don't have to be worried about Geyser because run up Geyser is not a thing that's gonna happen in this situation, right? So you're probably like, oh, I can take to the air, that's fine. But I feel like if you're going to air dash here, you would air dash forward, no? Like, you're air dashing super preemptively, right? So you're like, were you trying to bait run up DP versus when you have your summon on the ground? Like, let's see. If we go frame by frame, like, you're dashing with your summon, hitbox, yep, all that hitbox. You're already committed to your ID back while the hitbox is still on the screen. What, you think she's just gonna super jump at you because of what vibes? Your summon doesn't reach full screen, and Zay is aware. So Zay sets up stars, and now you're in a shitty position. I really don't agree with this summon. I think you probably should have taken space here. Like, you should have jumped forward here, because if she wants to like walk forward, pillar you, that's like preferable to this nonsense. But what you do instead is you don't make any progress. Like, first things first, Arc does not have 100 meter, which is big because that means she cannot instantly kill you for summoning in neutral. So that's like really, really big. Taking anytime an opponent is under 100 meter, you need to immediately go, what can my opponent not do right now, and how can I take advantage of the fact that they're sub 100? So like placing summons is a good idea versus Arc when she does Arc. I'm an idiot. Okay, versus Hime when she doesn't have 100 meter. But if you drifted forward and did this summon, bro, I swear it would have been so much smarter than what you ended up doing. Because you're full screen again and the summon's not going to hit. Like, if we take control from here. If we take control from here, you literally just drift forward. What's the fucking summon? Is it 4-2P? Like, I wouldn't have neutral jumped here. I would have jumped forward. Okay, bro. Okay, can I? Bro, this is just me needing to get used to this. If we jump forward here, we counter hit stars. I knew taking space here was smart. You jump forward, counter hit stars, because you don't have to worry about EX pillar because your opponent's sub 100 meter. We clear stars, and if she wants to do anything about that, she has to over aggress. Like, I knew it was not being stupid. Just had to double check real quick. But because of that, you gave her advantage because she could just stars, and her stars are gonna hit you from there. Nice EX cards. Also, the meter penalty showing up on training mode EX is actually pretty cool. That's a nice addition by Gotham and Fang and all the other people working on that mod. Brother. Okay. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Safe, drop the combo. Okay, we're back in neutral. Nice dash, but we didn't take full advantage of that. Okay. I'm gonna take the control here. I think dash 2C was the option. I mean, in this situation versus the air dash back, like you can dash block 2C, I think. But let's see if there's any other options. 5B works here, and it clears underneath the star. But you're probably like worried. 2C works. I think 2C would be the correct answer, right? Because that's not like super duper stupid if you whiff. Unlike 2C, like imagine if you press 2C. Like the thing is, your character dash blocks, so you could just block and just press 2C if you see her like doing some nonsense. That's my opinion. Like the dash here was really smart, but you don't press a button in response to the air dash back. You probably should have just like delayed 2B and like prepped to a 2B to rip here. At least that's my opinion. Like you do a super delayed 5B, which I get the idea of, but it just gets whiff punished because like your opponent's in the air, star's right over you. So like, I get your hesitance on pressing, but it's gonna fly over you, and you could just either do like a crouching button or 5B. Again, you let her whiff with a button for free, and this was just way too late. Like when you dash block, you have to dash block with purpose. You gotta have the button you want to press like prepped and like fire it to stimulus. That isn't like jump ahead. Like of course you want to be a little more cognizant because you know your opponent can always double jump forward, but like you press it too late and you get whiff punished, right? Yep. That's really unfortunate. This button's so stupid, but like yeah. Yeah, you jump as soon as she presses it. Like literally, like if you jumped like you couldn't even have jumped earlier. You would have to backdash this. Unfortunate. Back to. Oh, is it? Is it decent? I think you probably died. Okay, yeah, you did die. Okay, what the? You died to like you mashed it. You very clearly died to some mash there. Wow, that's you got knowledge checks. You literally don't have to deal with that if you do anything but crouch. I guess you can also walk back into it. But if you like don't walk into it, like it's just a replenish. That's unfortunate. You should be. I guess you now you know. You know now though. You know for future. Low key, you probably could have won this game if you just pinned those landings. Like the only reason you lost the first round is because you failed to pin the landings, and Zay kind of got away with the robbery. Aligari versus there. Next game. I watched like half of these because this is already like 23 minutes already. And I know like the first 10 minutes are like omega fucked because of my mic, but like, bro, it doesn't matter. I'm going through these concepts like 16 times already for a reason, so you know, it's fine. Zay is just being patient. Nice drill. That's fine. Getting some life lead. That's fine. You're letting Zay get away with landing for no reason when your character has 2C, and I'm pretty sure Zay had no air options in that situation. Okay, first, let's look at it. We get hit by double drill. Air options. Protect back. That's fine. We air dash into J2C. Completely maneuvered across. Then we double jump. Zay does not have air dash anymore. You need to hold mid screen, which you do properly. Your opponent has to land, or like they're going to float in front of you. And you just let Zay get away with murder. Zay has 0 air options and has to press a button on the way down. And you don't even force him Like that's like a free interaction. Like, hello? Are we paying attention to what our opponents are doing? Like, I know it's easy to sit in the fucking chair and go like, oh, you didn't count your opponent's air options, but like, this is Hime, bro. If you don't count their air options, they're just gonna twerk all over you. Like, just count the air options, please. Anyway, back to the game. That's like the second or third time I'm counting that you've J7 ID forward J9 in response to it being your turn to pin someone's landing. I think that's just a bad habit, bro. You gotta be more aware of that, more cognizant of that. Because what are you doing? You're baiting DP, right? Because like, I assume if you're going to ID, you're jumping back, so you're giving up space. You're ID forwarding, so you're claiming the space that you just gave up, and then you J9 immediately. You're burning all of your air options, aren't you? You only have command air dash left. So like, the only reason you'd be doing this is because you're baiting DP, right? You don't have to bait DP here, right? You've literally not shown the fact that you're willing to pin landings at all. So why would Zay DP here instead of just taking his turn? And that's why Zay doesn't DP, and instead he just jumps second and smokes you for giving up airspace because you have no air options. Yeah, you have no air options, so he doesn't mind resetting with that, and that clips you, unfortunately. You still have no air options, so he just continues to reset you in the air. Now he has life lead, and he gets to play party time once he gets hit. H-Kkohaku, mix, unfortunate. I mean, that one was relatively seeable, but I'm never going to blame someone for not properly blocking Hime mix. Oof. Low-key, let's see this. Like, let's... So you are in a pretty terrible spot here, all things considered. Like, this dash is fine. You dash 5A. Low-key, I don't like dash 5A in this matchup. I think versus characters that don't have Hime JC as their landing button and a billion ways to mix up their options with flight, it's like pretty good. Although I'm curious if... Wow. Although... I don't know how to come up with this character, very obviously. Although, I thought 5A might be decent here, but no, it's just slightly out of range. Maybe you have to walk. No, but there's too much lag from the dash recovery. And jump. 5B works, and it doesn't. Okay. But you give up too much space, and you walk into perfect geyser range, so that's why Zay geyser's here. Let's go back a bit. Like, the first dash was smart. Like, this dash, fine. Pretty good. Your opponent burned air dash. That's something you should take note of. So she has to double jump in order to reset flight if she wants to do that. But she does. So you no longer have to worry about air dash from flight, which is big. You literally just have to deal with this singular flight. And you dash here after you see the J2C whiff. That could be J2B. Actually, I don't really know Hime's buttons by name, but you get the idea. You see this whiff, you dash. That's good. This is good. Your opponent presses a button to like cancel the recovery, I think. I don't exactly understand how Hime flight works. I think she has to press a button in order to get ending recovery here. I am not 100% sure. Whatever. They're with a button. Actually, let me... Did she press something else? Yeah, so she could like 5A, JA, JA. But it doesn't come out. She's too low to the ground. Does JB come out? Only a singular frame of it comes out. So you're like, at this height, she can't do anything. Like, I can't air dash because I already used air dash. I guess I could pillar. Yeah, pillar is literally her only air option here. Everything else other than JB is too slow. Like, you giving up space, yeah, sure, it beats pillar. But like, what Hime's going to pillar when you are like right on top of them here? Like, if this is like a block angle, no. Like, she's just gonna block here. You should be pressing 2C. You should be pinning her landing with 5B. You should take it. Like, she whiffs JA over you. And I'm double checking. And the only thing she can press fast enough is JB. And it's active for 2 frames. And it's going to be like an omega fucked conversion. Even if she counter pokes your green. Like, she could probably convert with 2C here. Because this is fucking Hime we're talking about. But, like, this is your time to shine, bro. You just gotta press 2B, 5B. You see her whiff the button. Like, you literally see her whiff the button, and then you walk back. Like, you're giving up space for no reason when you see her whiff when it's your turn. Back to the game. We know how this round ends, so let's go next one. Unfortunate is what I want to say, I think. Because, like, yeah, this is a poor round start positioning. You try to air backdash to get away from it, but, like... I don't think that. I think this is just you fucked yourself around start immediately. Can you air dash away from this? Nope. If you are frame perfect, I guess you can get away with it. Yeah, like you literally have to be frame perfect and dashing by jump back JB. So you just fucked yourself around start accidentally. Your idea was fine, but the timing was not. But you really should not have been like this is like. Top 5 worst round starts positions of all time, like right above Hime in DP range, like that's for each for her. Yeah, that was like omega tug draft. You air dash, so you had to press a button. You had no air options because you got hit in the air out of your air dash and your double jump, so you literally have to land. So like you air dash, you command air dash, JC, and like JA is not an idiot. He's counting your air options. He's just gonna shield that and kill you. He fucks up his combo so you don't die. That's good. Why is he fucking? Is this thing broken? The reset's it's fucking probably broken. I probably messed up something. I assume it will work fine now. Okay, yeah, it's working fine now. This is a standard FHime pressure. The answer is like block better. That's like this shit's like mega. Okay. There's 5A. If she's still in the air after her JC, you can just either 5A or like dodge. Not dodge. That's my character. You walk out. No, you can't dash out either. Also, I'm curious. No, you can dash out. You can like slightly delay a dash out. I wonder though. You could probably like press something EX invul. Although I guess if you trade, like you're not gonna trade with Walker if you don't have like you're not in max. So walking doesn't work. Like you can like delay this a bit. Like look at how big the gap is there. Like 10 frames plus. Like you can like react to that. Especially if she's like on your block doing some nonsense after JC. Like BC. No, that's not JC, that's JB. But she can't JC from here, so the fact that she canceled into something should just tell you to mash. Boop, boop, boop. Unfortunate. You should have just been blocking the air anyway, but like whatever, it's slightly unfortunate. Yeah, that's like super obvious that you're gonna have to press a button on your way down. Are you trying to avoid getting... Bro, I'm like 80%, like this is why we don't bait shields with jumps, because we just recover in time. If I go back here, we do the jump back into ID again. Bro, if you don't... Brother, stop baiting the TP like that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. There's not much of a point. She literally will recover faster than you 98% of the time anyway, dude. Okay. Like, see, like, it's so obvious. Like, you're baiting DP and you fail to, like, you literally position yourself to just beat regular Pillar, which is the obvious thing that she's gonna do. Like, Zay hasn't presented DP to that situation once, and you keep baiting for it. Safe heats. Just basic pressure. Zay's getting impatient. Why do you jump here? Is there any reason to jump here? Like, your opponent is forced to interact with... Like, their opponent's obviously not in the air already by the time you jump. Like, I'm actually gonna go frame by frame for this for a second. So you set up the summon. Smart. You dash, I think. You do dash, right? Yeah, you dash. You see your opponent dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I guess you dash jumped. Consider you dash jumped buffered. So you buffered it like immediately. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 20 frames. You know your opponent's in the corner. They've landed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you jump frame 14. So why would you jump? Why would you dash jump? I'm so confused. Like, if you were going to, like, catch the opponent from jumping, wouldn't the smart thing to do would be to walk instead of dash? Because, like, it's like let me go back a few frames. Like, okay. Let's say I low air check. Wow, he may not. Bro, moving as Hime feels so fucking dog shit. I barely control this character. Brother, I'm trying to get like, Zay low air checks here. I cannot hit the timing for my life of me. Like, I feel like there's no reason. Like, can she really, like, move? Like, I feel like if you just walked forward, you'd still be in position to catch, like, flight or anything. Is 2DD? Yeah, that's the input, but I'm doing it. Like, that pretty much gives you a second double jump. Is that your idea? Like, she's gonna attack, and then... But you saw that she didn't attack. That's why I counted the frames. You literally dashed by a point. By the time you dashed, you saw that she didn't... Okay, why is it doing a different thing now? Am I getting fucking gaslit by, like, the fucking train mode? Am I? Am I getting gaslit by train mode? Let's look at the... Did that just never happen? No, it did happen. Bro, why did it have dash? No, there was a dash. I'm not crazy. I'm stupid, okay? I think I'm stupid. There was a dash. Okay, next time I think I'm gonna need, like, a recording of the set and, like, the... I think next time I do this, I'm gonna get a recording of the set and gameplay. It's fucking classic. Oh, brother. I'm just gonna reset the round and then go to the time. Reset previous round, and I'll just speed up to the left. Bro, this is funky. Bro, this doesn't make sense though, because that would have been... Bro. So there are 3 games, like, brother. So you won that round. Bro, fuck. I think next time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Aligari to send me his vlog. And like record it and then send me clips. And I'll do both. And I'll just fucking it. Because this keeps breaking when you fast forward it. I mean, I don't mind too much. This is like this, I still think most of my things apply, because I'm pretty sure it's just this singular round that's like, oh, what the fuck. I'm just double checking. Yeah. Now you're just fighting. Brother, I think this game's training mode, I mean replay system, might be bad. Okay. I think I have to end this right now. I don't know. I think I've already seen like the primary issue versus you don't say, but like I'm not sure how much of it is like training mode, like, doing shit like this, but it's not showing you the game. Like this looks like you won this game for real. But man, I'm just curious if there was like anything super hallucinating in the first 2 games that I covered, because I did do 40 minutes of review on those. Okay, that's big noted for next time. That I need to make sure I have like an actual fucking copy of like the video file of the games themselves, so I don't get like hit by like training mode delusions. What? That doesn't look like it would happen in a real game. I'm pretty sure you're still baiting out DP in like omega weird ways. I think you should just like stay on the ground if you expect DP. Like just stay stand or crouch blocking. I'm assuming Zay got like whatever. Got brainworms and tried to shield that instead of just blocking it. Wow. I'm just like surprised that it did that so badly. Like that was like a fake game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I assume that's the one game you won. And the rest that Zay won, so it would have been a first to 5. I'm just, okay. Note to self about training mode replay takeover, I guess. I still really do not like this. Like this is fine. I don't like this jump back ID for jump thing. I feel like, in my personal opinion, if you really just want to cut your landing short instead of staying in the air longer versus Hime, I would just like jump back ID JA. Like you don't like if you're trying to avoid sticking JB into her green and getting counter pokes. Like if you're IDing and your immediate thought is, oh, my opponent's going to counter that, you should just do shit like this. Like just give your like. I mean, Jace is blocking here, so it's not like he's trying to like. He's not trying to DP it. So your jumps are just baiting out something that Zay has literally never shown once this set. You're baiting something that he's not done at all. He's just blocking. He's not DP'd it. Even if he did DP, he would just like wait till you don't have either double jump or you're in a position where even if you double jump, it's just still gonna hit you. You can't bunker that, I don't think. Unfortunate. Bro, please block in the air. I'm curious if you could have done anything there. No, I think you're just out of range for a gold air. You don't have either. But you can JB on. Can you block in JB? That is a punish via screen. Let's see what you do in the actual game though. No JB punish, you do it too late. Zay tries to pin your landing with pillar there. That's what he's doing here. I think you don't have air dash here. Yeah, so he's trying to pill, but you slightly delay your landing with kata. So he gets fucked up. Just keep mid screen. It's super duper tempting versus Human when she's doing shit like this to just like run up under her, but that just like the issue with running under her here in this situation like is that she just flies out of the corner and now she has the corner and you have to dash to mid screen and hope your character is fast enough to not lose the corner, which you like. I wouldn't have double jumped when she's out of the top. When she's at the top of the screen, you don't interact with her. You just give her up space. Because, like, if she tries to walk out, you want to be in a position so you can, like, anti-air her. So, like, this is fine. I wouldn't have dash here. I feel like, in my personal opinion, you should walk. Like, you should not be committing too many frames here in case Hime decides to just fly over your head. Because I think Zay still has air dash in this situation. He fast falls, and because you gave up too much space, he's able to fast fall land with the button. I think next time I'm gonna press P to go frame by frame. I think where you are right here in this position is perfect, out of range of the two pillars, and you can dash in reaction to the far pillar, I think. But you give up too much space with this block, with this walk back, and that's what allows Zay to fast fall. And yeah, so if you were literally just right here as opposed to right here, you would have been able to land dash 5B on reaction. Like, I'm just gonna double check. Let's see. I think if we're just here, we counterpoke the starter for 5C. We either counterpoke the start or it whiffs. Of course, I think you probably should have walked forward here. That's unfortunate that you can get whip punished like that and you have to walk up so close. Like, if she does it again, you can probably just backdash back to this perfect spacing where you're out of range of 2C. Of course, being out of range of 2C just puts you perfect guys already just because this character is for children. But like, ideally, you should probably just 2C here. As soon as you see the fast fall. Yeah, I think if you do just walk forward here in reaction to the pillar, whiffing, and press 2C. Like, I wonder if you could press 2C twice if you press it early. Oh, you can do 2C, 5C, and that punishes her mashing there, I think. You could also just probably press 5C here. Yeah, 5C is pretty good as an option here. Because it's just gonna hit. Does it hit from this range? How close do you have to be? Not very close. Yeah. Do you have to walk back at all? I guess if you charge it, no. Uncharged? You still poke at the beginning of her green, even from here. Like, of course, you're in perfect geyser range, of course. But I'm curious. Like, if you walk up just a little bit, like, just walk up a little bit into the pillar. Because, like, you're in perfect range to 5C into reaction to, like, something like that. But you're also in perfect range to just walk back if you see her air dash or something. to the game. Yeah, that's not what you did. You gave up too much space and got kind of. You just lose this round, I guess. Oh, I'm so bad about the fact that I went over some Lord fake shit that didn't happen in your set for like I think 10 minutes. But I think like that I was just grilling in something that happened earlier in your set anyway, so it's not as bad as it could be. Yeah, finally, stop doing the fucking ID double jump bait shit versus the opponent that's not DPing. Why did you jump there? I guess you were trying to feint a reset, I guess. That's fine. Personally, I don't really like the jump here, but I guess you're plus. You're +9 after the jump. So, it's fine. It's a decent reset, I guess. No punish. And you get shitted. Why did you get shitted? Let's double check. That was just a really good read on Zay. I guess he was expecting their 5D or delays with 5C. So it was just a good counterplay on Zay's part. Yeah, that was like if your opponent's not committing to something, like if you have a DP that's like super duper reactable, like H-Kkohaku 63 is also like this, where people react shielded after the flash over time. You gotta be careful. You need to be like DPing when people are like pressing buttons on your wake up, as opposed to just walking back. Like, you probably just misread and you thought that Zay was going to 2B your wake up or 2A or 2C it, but like, yeah. It's when people are holding back on your wake up, they're more likely to just disengage and let you press buttons. Because usually they're just going to not meet you and just delay a hit. Get out of the throw. But luckily you have enough advantage on the... Although... I think this is bad. Yeah, it ultimately worked out in Zay's favor here. Like, you probably knew you had the frame advantage. Like, let's look at your red health. You heat here. I assume you A, B, C, D, OS. You do it versus the 5A. Let's go pause. And you probably summon. You dash summon. Knowing that because of your heat, there's no way in hell that Zay is capable of true punishing it. Even with TK EX Pillar. Which is smart. However, because even though Zay doesn't true punish you here, he does force you to block. And your summon does not go anywhere near close enough to stop him. Or to counter hit him here. Meaning you are effectively giving up a good chunk of your heat for no reason. I think you probably should have claimed space here on this heat. Like, instead of setting the summon immediately, you just dash closer to the corner. And like, because you need to play for life here, because you're both very similar in life totals right now. Like, Hime has more like effective health, but your character has better guts than Hime. So I think generally, like, at this point, you have like the numbers are slightly lying here. Like, it's saying that there's a 1,500 difference, but your character like has more guts. So like, you want as much of that health as possible. Continue. Like, I think you shouldn't have just. I think my issue is you shouldn't have wasted time, because now you let Zay dump a bunch of bar in order to like keep advantage when it could have been your turn if you just walked up or dashed up to mid screen, and then Zay couldn't TK pillar to keep it his turn, and now he's chipping through your red health. Pretty good. Oh, but you got shielded. That's unfortunate. That's the first time you've shown that this set, though, so it's not like a big player issue. You can't walk back mindlessly at best range. Like, see, Hime is holding the space that you should be trying to hold in this matchup, which is the mid screen. And you should be like, your geyser is 5C, and your geyser doesn't hit low from that distance, and it doesn't fuck over people who are like walking back. But like, your goal is to do something similar to that, where you hold that mid range and you like counter poke her pressing shit stupidly. It's a lot harder, of course, because you play a character that might as well be a mid tier compared to the nonsense that is Hime. But this is the last game I'll cover, because this is almost approaching an hour. I'm sorry that the first 10 minutes of this were so scuffed with my mic, but like, I'll buy a new USB extender one of these days, and maybe it will not be ass to use. Okay, sorry. Let's skip this game. What's the error on start? You either have to block or immediately like go there throw or some nonsense. I mean, go there throw is like obviously the main answer, but like you just block or you like 5A. What was that? So this is -10, and you. I think you were 4 frames off from getting a true punish. Let's see how close you were to getting the punish. I think there's no way in how this punishes, I guess. I figured it would punish, but like, I'm gonna double check that and replay. Let's. Wow, that's unfortunate. I guess you're plus enough here that if she tries to like fly, you could just rising JB, but like and force her to like if she's immediately pressing a button from flight cancel, it's like not that bad a situation. But like, geez, that's kind of unfortunate that 2C doesn't even come close to hitting. I mean, guys are just fucking weird. Like, I'm even consistently myself getting at 5 frames off. Like, that was like a 1 frame off, and it was nowhere close to hitting. Yeah, so. Oh, that's not bad. Dash 5A might be the wave. And that was like late too. That was like as soon as you. The issue with geysers that hits 3 times for whatever godforsaken reason. So that there was a super early one. I think even if she presses a button there, she gets punished. Like if you do it frame perfectly. Like I'm sure, like if you do it frame perfectly with the dash and everything, like I don't think you can press anything fast enough, other than like fucking JA. But if she's whiff canceling into immediately JA, I think you're like winning that interaction in my opinion. Like I think you're only -1 after you buffer a dash there. Huh. I mean, in a real game, you're gonna get like 3 frames too late because like you're reacting to blocking pillar as opposed to like knowing you're blocking pillar. But I don't know. I think that's stronger. You sadly don't get to like press 2C like H-Kkohaku does in that situation, but that's not bad. It's probably preferable to this nonsense where you just get jailed. You got heat to get out, and because like, is this even worthwhile? No, it's not. You don't get any heat, bro. Decision making, please. You heat. You have all this red health that you need to gain back, and you dash summon. But you dash way farther than last time. Like last time, you did dash immediate summon, and that just got you forced to block, right? And you don't learn from that, so you dash deeper and you summon, thinking like, oh, if they do the TK pillar this time, they'll trade. But you're in heat, so your goal is to recover red health. You don't get to do that because you're in knockdown for so long. Like, this is in Hime's favor. You just need to dash and not, like, you don't need to dash and not summon. You need to dash and, like, delay summon, if anything. But even then, I'm pretty sure she can just TK pillar on the action. Like, bro, just don't summon next time. understandable. Scared of DP. That was much less understandable. You kind of just put yourself in the corner for no reason here. Like, super double jump. You're probably like, okay, I get it, because she's just gonna walk forward. But I think you should have cut this back. Jump. Did you cut it back immediately? Am I just tripping? Okay, that's frame perfect. Okay, I see the division. Because that worked, but let's see what happened in the real game. You jumped back again. Okay, so I get the idea. You air dashed back because you were worried about dash up into reaction DP if you continued falling on top of her. Which Zay has not shown a DP once at all during this set, so like you're scared of an option your opponent's not presenting. You're kind of just killing yourself for no reason. But I get it. But it would have worked. Like, if you did that air dash back JA, and then you immediately hit 5B or 2C, because you're like, oh, my opponent's going to chase and deep dash into the corner and give up too many frames, then, like, yeah, I would have understood it. But what you do instead is that you immediately take to the air and force another bad scramble. And then you super double jump into the corner. Like, brother. Like, that's just that movement. Then you put yourself in the perfect position to get A-pillared. And that's not dead, but it's close. Oh, party time. Oh, but we dropped. Remember what I said earlier. If you're right under Hime in this situation, you're kind of fucked. What you want to do as soon as possible is like... Like, you don't want to block the first one. Like, I think what you want to do here is just, like, be here. Like, preferably, we'd be in mid-screen so we don't have to deal with any sort of nonsense. But, you kind of fucked yourself over with this dash. Jump back doesn't work. Super double jump doesn't work. I mean, you'd have to do something like that in order to catch her, which is, like... Like, yeah, this is just like, so you're right under Hime, she's doing this bullshit, you're like in a really tough spot. But I guess you want to walk under her. Although, you do get the corner. But doesn't she autocorrect? Yeah, she does. Flight autocorrect, so like, it's like fucked up. I think you just need to like, walk and then... Oh, but you get prox guarded, so you don't get the full movement. I think something like that is preferable, but you have to be worried of fucking geyser, man. This situation just sucks. Maybe like, no, something like that, where you like just wait underneath her for like the second geyser, but then you could get fucking kimono dash. Yeah, you get kimono dash if you're too close under her. I think this is another hold 5 situation, bro. Where you guys just hold 5. Because if you walk back into the guys, you're fucked. But you don't want to not, like, you want to be able to... You want to dash into mid-screen. Because you need to, like, control mid-screen when she's up in the top of the screen like that. But you can't, like, do it the normal way. Because you've dashed in too deep. And you can't, like, JC is a button of all time. So you can't, like, contest her in the air unless she falls on top of you and you 2B. I don't think there's a limit on how many times she can fucking kill her while she's up there. So this is just like fucked situation. Like you want to dash to mid screen. Like maybe once you see her move forward, you can like dash to mid screen. And once you see her start falling, like you could just dash to mid screen and like JA. But like, bro, this situation's just fucked. Like, I guess once you get the dash off, she already used her double jump in this situation. So once you see the air dash, you can just poke her with JA, 5A. But you're trying to get the dash to mid screen as cleanly as possible because you don't want to be. You really don't want to be where you were. Yeah, this is what I haven't seen. You just died. Fucked up situation, but you gotta make the most of it next time. That's a little bit of a lot. You could probably do something different, maybe, but like maybe the answer is just don't fucking dash at her underneath her when she's in the air, flying like that. You want to just hold mid screen. You, brother, you whiffed an air button after an air dash. It's not your turn. This is Hime, bro. This is Hime, and this is Zay. This is games versus Zay, and you mean you air dash like this, and then you fucking dash? Like, hello? Drops, but whatever. As long as you get knocked down. Unfortunately, that's kind of hard to block. I mean, not really, but like I would have gotten hit because I'm a dumbass, and that's dead. Oh, wait, yeah, it's dead. You only have 87 health left. Oh, damn. I thought I would have killed it straight up. Bro, I'm going to quickly go over the last game. I'm not going to go too much depth over the shit that I've talked about already. I may have skipped a game, but that was... But I think I did all of them. Like, whatever. It's fine. It don't matter. It's fine. This took an hour longer than I was expecting it to be. Did you do the DP bait shit again? Like, come on, bro. Okay, no, you were just like, okay, you jump here, you just immediately double jump to clear. I don't like the air dash back. Please tell me you block on your way down. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Getting thrown here is like smart move by Zay. I don't really blame you for not teching, but like, yeah, landing so poorly kind of just fucks you over. Holy shit, that does so much damage. Getting hit by 5B. And just getting hit on our way. I think we were probably trying to shield or 2A mash. Nice. Nice, that's how you're supposed to deal with that. Oh no, confirm. Cold mids, bro, you're backing up too much. You're giving her too much space. Bro, just hold 5 here. All you gotta do in this situation is hold 5. If she moves under you, if you see the fast fall, you walk up 5B. Do you even have to walk up? No. Bro, your character literally just has to hold 5, and as soon as you see her fall, you can like do that. Let's see how, like, if you want to do it, you can walk a little closer so that if you can press 5B like late and still catch the guys are straight up. If you hold this position, you have to press it slightly early. But if you walk back here, you fuck yourself up. Just hold 5. Sometimes the correct answer is just do nothing. Just hold your position. Hold. But instead, you walk all the way back and give her Narnia. She has life lead, bro. You're the one who has to approach. Okay, good. We heat. We fuck ourselves up, but at least we block on the way down. Why is that move multi-hit, bro? Okay. This is a true punish. This hits if you time perfectly. But that's like a horrible situation, so we don't want to do that, if we're being honest. Dash 5A. I think you should just cockball here, if we're being honest. Whoa, that's a real punish? Bro, I think you should just cockball, like 5A, and like maybe get like do drills. Because that's a real punish. That's like a real punish versus her if she decides to not flight cancel. And we saw earlier that a dash 5A beats flight cancel options if she tries to press a button. Maybe you just gotta get better at like dash into these. Like, that dash was, like, super duper late. Like, if you do it late, cockball. If you're doing it, like, nice, you can get a true punish. Like, bro, maybe elaborate counterplay to Geyser a little bit when you block it. Okay. Instead of doing like ID is like so many frames, bro. Like, she might have been plus bad. I mean, I guess you won the interaction after, so it could have been worse. Like, if you're in Geyser range blocking it, you should at least be prepared to properly like take advantage afterwards. You got matched. You got hit trying to press something. I don't know what, and I don't think I could double check what. Bro, that's the third time that you got an IABJ to that start. Please block. Bro? Please don't tell me you died to this. Okay. Okay, whatever. Unfortunate. That's autopilot. That's like, we gotta kill autopilot, bro. We can't be autopiloting our block strings. They should all have a purpose. And if we are autopiloting our block strings, we should be autopiloting strings that don't, like, do shit like that. I don't think Zay even EX guarded anything in that setup. So that was just, like, raw user error. Anyway, that's all 6 games. I think game 2 might have had a little bit of false pause on my end because there was something that didn't happen in your set that happened in the replay. But I think most of my advice still works. So we got to work on 1. We need to make sure we're in range to either 5C or 2C pin Hime landings, and we need to track Hime air options better so she cannot like goof us off in flight. I think that's most of it. Bye.